because I'm on my daughter's phone. And it's showing me nobody on. Now it's showing me one person on. I'm not on live no more. That I was on my daughter's phone, so you can take that little one person off because that one person showing is me. I'm off, so why is it still showing? Um, what's the minute? Hold on. Right now it's showing me 6 people on, and then I got one like, so I'm gonna start. Hi y'all. So again, before I get started, I want to say thanks to my new subscribers. Um, my name Nika. I'm from Baltimore, born and raised. Um, hello. I'm born and raised in Baltimore. Been here all my life. I'm that girl having fun. This was the house, well, everywhere I go is the house that people like to hang out at. I'm just that girl. But lately, oh my goodness, my life has been on a standstill. Um, and before I get started, all y'all ladies that's my age in y'all late 40s, I was on my last live, and like I don't play with my face creams and none of that. I'm not trying to get no endorsements. I'm not trying to, I mean, come on, I don't even got 2,000 subscribers. But I'm that girl, I'm walking down the street and somebody like, you smell good. What are you wearing? I'll tell them what I'm wearing. I'm not that girl, oh, my boyfriend brought me this or my husband brought me this. Girl, it's on your dresser every day. You put it on every day. You don't know what that is. Women, that's why I say, I'm glad I was raised up around boys, but I will say this. My last live I was on, I was impressed. So if y'all don't know, I don't think none of those lives up. Not that I didn't want them to be up, but I had on like eye patches. As soon as I get up in the morning, I'm putting on eye patches until I'm leaving out the door. Even if I don't go nowhere, they're on all day. I'm taking one off, slam back on. That's just me. I don't play about my creams. Always was like that. Always was like that since a kid. First time I started using face creams was age like 13, I believe. Is the story behind that. The reason why something to do my favorite aunt. I'm gonna tell y'all the story. So when I was a kid, I used to always go over my favorite aunt house, my favorite cousin house, and used to be a white bottle always on her dresser, and a white bottle with a black top for years. And you know, you're a kid, you're curious, you want to. So I opened it one day because it just seemed like it was just from since I could remember as a little girl all the way up until my teenage years. And one day I said, I was like 9 years old. I asked my cousin, I said, what's this cream? And she said, we were so young, right? She said something my mother used to night. That's all she said. Something my mother go get at night, and before she get in the bed, she pick it up. We were so young, she didn't even know what she did when she picked it up. But as I got older, it was Olay. So I don't use Olay products anymore. I started using that at 13. And one day I was at a store, and I said, this is the cream my aunt used to always have on her dresser. And I read it, and it was for face. And I said, well, I'm going to use that because she's literally the oldest aunt out of all my aunts and looked the youngest, right? Lie to you not. So I started using it around 13. I stopped using it, I stopped going to the store buying it, and my mother brought me some Avon products. Never used it, set on my dresser. And one day I had went out to a club, and whoa, oh my goodness, I just looked at like I had fun that night. And I put some day cream on it, because she brought, like, Avon have those sales with all the face creams. This was years ago, I was a teenager. Put some cream on. I used this cream that I never used on my dresser. Used it, put the moisturizer, daytime moisturizer on. At night, I put the nighttime moisturizer on. Didn't stop using creams ever since. Of course, I gradually moved up, with creams. But fast forward to now, when I was on my last live, I was impressed. So I keep saying I'm going to go to this clinic that's women's health, and they sell like medical, like creams and under eye care products, and all. It's very expensive because it's for, it's medical. So I keep saying I'm gonna go there. Didn't get there yet, and I was like, oh my goodness. Even after taking those eye patches off, I said, my eyes, I just don't like my eyes, right? So my daughter went online. She said, I'm going to get you something. I'm going to find you something. And she went for I said, well, because I even said, where'd you get this? This stuff is good. I got it in my hand, right? I said, this stuff is good. What is it? And she told me the name. I still don't know how to say it. I'm not even going to say it. I'm going to just show y'all the bottle. Look at my last live. I was impressed. Even I got some more now. It looked like I slept all night. It really does what it says. It lifts my eyes. My eyes are lifted. No makeup. I literally have on this cream, and I'm gonna show y'all. I ain't even got on no moisturizer. I do got on some oil, but I'm not my moisturizer that I normally put on during the day when I'm around the house. And the reason why I had put this one on my last live, because I said I'm putting moisturizer on my face, but when I go back and look at lives, it does not look like I have moisturizer on. So I went and grabbed something that I gargle with. I gargle with it. Well, I swish it around my mouth, y'all know, virgin coconut oil, and I really used it for my lotion, my body. That was the first time I used it on my face, and I got it on now because this and this, oh my goodness. So again, I'm not that girl trying to I probably don't need to put this live out. I don't know, but this is what I'm using. This is what it is, guys. This stuff, oh my goodness. This is how I look. It do everything it says it does. Oh, what it says it's going to do, it does it. Tatcha. I don't even get this brand of eye stuff. And I even told my daughter, I said, well, what made you get this for me? She said, I just went online and punched in best under eyes. So ladies, y'all my age and y'all don't want to make up and want to put something under your eyes when you going out. This is what's giving this glow under my, literally. I put it on. Before I put this on though, I use this. Never used this before. Never ever used this before on my face. Never. This is all I got on. All I got on. This stuff is good. I'm not going to sit. It's so good. I said I got to tell people about this. This stuff is some good stuff. So, ladies, this is going to lift your eye. And I went online because I be listening to whatever my daughter tell me I listen to. But I went online just to absorb the stuff myself. It does everything. Get rid of the dark circles, the puff, when your eyes puffy, gives it an instant lift. You can wear it by itself like I'm doing, or with makeup. So wanted to do that. I probably don't need to put this live out. I ain't trying, and of course y'all know I ain't even monetized. Nobody is telling me to say this. I'm that type of girl. I be like, I call people when I have friends and stuff. I used to be like, oh my goodness, guess what? So that's just the type of girl I am. But hi y'all, hi to my new subscribers. Y'all see I took out my braids and my hair is not even washed yet. I took out my braids the day before, I want to say Monday. I took out my braids Monday. It still got kinks in my hair. I ain't even, when you get braids, black girls, black women, when you get braids and you take it out, you have kinks all in your hair. I ain't need to take it out yet, so I just put some aloe plant and some bendy rollers, and it gave me a nice curl. But this was Monday night, so this is how it look now. And yeah, so I gotta take the kinks out. Look, I'm gonna have to cut this. You see, I ain't need to take all the kinks. Well, I didn't take none out. I just fingered it. And I felt so many kinks in when I was putting the bendy rollers in. As you can see, I ain't even combed my hair out yet. So it's gonna be a job. But hi y'all, hi. Right, a little dread in the back, right? When I was young, I used to want to get dreads because I liked it, Lauryn Hill, so much. My brother was like, you better not get no daggone dreads. And my father, full Jamaican, and he don't even like dreads, right? I'm born and raised born in Jamaica, and Brownstown. But I understand there's a lot of Brownstown, right? Not. Oh, well, he was born, and he don't even like dreads. So my brother was like, "You back." This is back in when Lauryn Hill was hot and popping, still is a legend. I was gonna get some dreads. He said, "You better not get no dreads." I'm glad he told me that. But yeah, guys. So before I get started, somebody came under my Dominican post short and was so mean to me. They was so mean to me. I'm like, what do you mean for? I didn't make the post. This Mexican sitting up here talking about it. I'm just posting what they're saying. And oh my goodness. I said, who sent you? Who sent you? And let me tell you, he watches faithfully because he said, well, he or she, all that crying you do, don't nobody care about that. You faking, you phony, you sitting up here. I said, I'm not going to respond to you because literally, I didn't post it. Mexicans posted this. The Latin community posted this. I reposted it. And I also put something in a description making myself clear. And I also put something in my comment making myself clear. But I want to say to you, thank you, sir, because now you reminded me that everybody is watching. That's something. I said, see my first lives, how nervous as crap I used to be. Still is kind of nervous. I'm like, so thank you. And thank you for reminding me that everybody is watching. That's why I used to be so nervous in my earlier life. Because I'm like, that's always in my head. Everybody's watching. Everybody's watching. And when I was gradually forgetting that I'm talking to a bunch of strangers, he comes and reminds me. So thanks. So now let's keep playing in my head right now. Everybody's watching. Everybody's watching. But yeah, that was a post that I just thought I'll post because for so many reasons in the comments, y'all look at the reasons why I decided to repost it. It's not something I said. It's something that their own community was sitting talking about. But people know, and they know, and I really believe that person was the government, was pissed because I said the black people 10 years ago would have been like, yeah, they are brothers and sisters, but they're not. They're not. Let's be real. They're not. And they cannot relate to the struggle that we go through every single day. Look at Cardi B. She'll get on there and call she like good penis but she'll call a black female a roach in a minute. These people can't relate, and don't get me wrong, you know, us black people call each other names too. But come on, it's not the same. It's not the same. You cannot put their struggle with L's. I knew this. Was it Mexican little kid, 8-9 years old, would get beat up all the time. And this is around my old neighborhood when the Mexicans start coming into my community. Mexicans or Latinos, they start coming into my community, and he used to get beat up all the time. His mother stayed around to the school, which was a neighborhood school in my old area. And every time I said, why do this little boy always have black eyes? Because he always called these black boys nigga. And not just, you nigga. He would chastise them. He would chastise them. And it's like, come on. This little, so, let's be real. They didn't go through our struggles. And black people, we get it. Even the white people understood. It was the government that was pissed because you can't fool us no more. You can't fool us no more. And what they wanted was for the black people to go down to that riot and that protest, protest turned riot, and that's what they wanted. They wanted us to go so it can be much bigger and they can execute their plan. Because again, if you haven't watched my last lives, I believe that those people were paid. I really do. I already said in my live in January, this not going to be a smooth 4 years for Trump. I already said this. It's higher ups. And I want to say this before I get started and come and talk about what I want to talk to y'all about. Those who know me are saying, okay, so, those who know what's going on with me currently, I want to say, y'all been following me since day one. Y'all know I didn't used to talk like this. So I don't want people to be looking at me like, okay, that's why you caught, you got the government eye with your, watch all my old videos. Nothing I said to make them come after me and harass and stalk me. So I want to put that out. I just when this started happening to me, harassment, the harassment and the bullying and the following constantly 24 hours, 7 days a week. That's when I start just doing research, so much research. Even, one of my mom's favorite movies, and, I'd be lying if I said it's not mine too, the Black Panther, the one that came out in the 90s with not the animated cartoonish, that they went back to Africa and no, not that one, but the real Black Panther. I used to be so just into their story and just like, wow. And even me going down that hole, I never even looked at the government part. Us the black community, we heard that, it was the government that dismantled the Black Panthers. It was the government that that shot, you hear these stories about Malcolm X and Martin Luther King and all that, but I never, you hear these stories and, we know it's not from the, we know it's some truth to it, if not the truth, but I never dived down that rabbit hole until recently, until these past 4 years. And I watched the interview of how, the government got that informant to watch the Black Panthers and to be alongside of to join the Black Panthers and to take and like I saw, go watch it, punch in the interview that the informant did, talking about how the government is so obsessed with Black people. They don't like us, but they want to know everything about us. My mind was blown, and this is in my time of silence when I start saying, what is going on? What is going on? Before I even knew that, wait a minute, the government in Hollywood, they as one, they fund these record companies and these Hollywood movies. They give us sexy red. And you know what I want to say? I was doing history on, doing background, not history, doing some, getting to know like who is behind Sexy Red and who manages her, even what record company she comes from, right? And Sukihana and and of course, it's Jews, and we know Jews, is it safe to say, like run the world? But, and I even said, well, when did she come out? Y'all know in now time of the pandemic, right? When when the whole world was sitting down. And this is when I started learning so much. Even before I got off of social media, I started learning so much. And me personally, and I started seeing how black people was waking up and seeing what was really going on, and seeing that, you know, it's something, you know, bigger than, you know, the president and something called the government, and everybody's just getting so educated and, you know, losing weight. I was seeing people losing weight and getting on their spiritual journey and all types of, and then boom came Sexy Red and Sukihana, and I really believe that they saw the knowledge and the like we was all getting so educated with so many things spiritual. I've seen so many people went on spiritual journeys, and just getting to know themselves and just waking up to a lot of stuff, right? And then they gave us them. And I really believe that the reason why they did it, because they saw themselves, because they see us really hard. Go do your research. I forget his name. I'm gonna look it up before we end it, so I can tell y'all. But he was the one who helped the government dismantle the Black Panther, right? And so the government saw that we was just waking up. Black women was going to school. You know, you seen all these nurses making so much money, and just every money, just black people was just thriving and becoming better, a better society. Just, I know if y'all didn't think about it, just sit back and think about it for a second. We was really becoming a better society for the good, and they didn't like it, so they wanted to destroy. This is my theory. It's not far from the truth, but they just came in a middle of the ending of the pandemic, and I think they just wanted to hear, boom, put these nasty, trifling, disease-looking females in their faces to say, hey, this is going to be the representation for the black females. And it's not. It's not. So y'all that's why it's not. You know, don't get me wrong. Everybody loved it, that song. Even me, I was singing that song. What's that song called? Oh yeah, the Ski song. Even I was singing it word for word, but come on. She not, and stop saying that too. She make women look bad. No, she don't. No, she does not. She makes herself look bad. She don't make us look bad. She's out in that girl Sukihana. I'm gonna tell y'all a story. When I was a kid, right? Middle schoolish. And this also goes to show how, why I was so shocked when social media came about and everybody start like getting these mixed breeds. I talked about Boosie in my last video, how every baby mother is a black girl, literally my complexion, and now he got I know a mixed girl was pregnant, and it's like social media is putting in these black men heads that you haven't made it yet until you have a mixed breed by your side next to you, a mulatto girl next to you. But this is society. But these same people grew up in the hood. When we walked out our door, everyday people looked like me. Everybody looked like me. Now, don't get me wrong. I had a house that I used to hang in, a house full of girls, and they reminded me every single day because you might as well say I lived down there, because I had a house full of boys. So moving into that community and moving next door to a house full of girls, oh my God, it was so fun in there. But they bickered all the time. They talked about each other. You got on my underwear, and talking to that boy. I'm ready to get my sister. She stole a pair of my underwears. And I'm like, how could you, like, y'all sisters, right? And I used to be in the back just like, they were all light. They were all very high yellow, like literally like Alicia Keys complexion, red, all of them. But when I tell y'all, they did not see color, and I guess they took from their mother's side, because their mother's side, Miss Bawanda, her name Miss Bawanda, God bless her soul. I miss that woman so much. She liked nothing but black men, darker than me. But all her kids and all their fathers were black men, but they all came out like red. But so I lived in there, and they never was colorist, and never. And the girl, one of the closest one who I was with, you know, when she come to my house to get me or waiting for me for school, or she holler up at my window, black face, black face. Didn't take, like, beautiful people. You know, is a thing where and growing up, it's just another whole story in itself. Black girls always fought like, for me, to give y'all a better understanding, I got a lot of light-skinned cousins. I was always the one, they never fought. I was always the one they called to fight. And I thought because I can fight, but I have cousins that you know, used to throw them bows. And they never called them, they always called me. So that's where I'm getting with this. But the light-skinned girl, the Alicia Keys complexion, would fight for me. So that's how cool and down to earth they was. God bless all of them. I don't you know, just got old and went about our lives. But so when I was going to school, it was this girl looked it just like and you know, you young, you didn't, you know, you didn't find your identity yet. When I say this girl looked it just like Sukana in my middle school, and all day, every day, I used to do like this at her, just staring. She was to me, that was the most beautiful black girl I've ever saw. Like, she was beautiful to me. Not the girls that I grew up, that I would leave school and go and sit in their house all day and be like, she was my definition of beauty. So take off and I don't even know if Suki, because I don't follow her, so I don't know if she got a nose job or what, I don't know. But you know, Sukiana plug nose in her, I swear to you, this girl looked just like Suki Anna. And even in my middle school, I was just that it girl, you know, with the latest this, latest that from my brothers, and then my mother, you know, giving me everything I wanted. So the girls that looked up to me used to say, girl, why'd you keep, this is in the cafeteria though, because she wasn't in my class. She was in a class a little smarter, 2 classes up. I was in 810 and she was in class 814. We was in the 8th grade. Beautiful. And even the girls that used to come all around and sit by me in the cafeteria, they say, why do you stare at this girl so much? And she would see me, and you know, we was kids. She doing her own thing at her kitchen table, at her cafeteria table. She sat 2 tables down over from me, and I would just stare at this girl all day, every day. If we in a class, walking in a hallway, she walking down the hallway, and I'm at my locker, I would just stop and stare, because that was my definition of beautiful. So when I see these girls, that's why I be like, why y'all gloating? Why these black girls gloating over Cardi B? Like, when we was coming up in the 80s and 90s, you didn't see those. Well, of course, because they wasn't migrated in America many back then. But you saw these black girls. And so, yeah, so when I saw Sukiana, first time I saw Sukiana, and they said she been out, when she came down my timelines in Paris, and y'all know that short when she was in Paris, I said, who is this girl? What? I'm shocked, right? Go and do some research, and I was like, oh my goodness, because that clip was like far away. So I think somebody was recording, saying she want to get her booty scratched or something. But I started doing, and I said, oh my goodness, this girl is so pretty. Minus the tattoos. Minus the tattoos. I don't know if she got a nose job now, but the old Sukiana, when she first came out, that is my definition of beauty when I see a black girl. That's who I thought was so beautiful. So, yeah, I want to say that. And it's just unfortunate that she sold her soul. And then I even saw that video when she said, oh, my gosh, I sold my soul. Like, it's a real thing, guys. It's a real thing. These people are... I don't know how they can do it. You think I'm going to sign your name on this dotted line? We control you. We got to do you got to do everything we tell you do. Like walk in the middle of the street like Doday with nothing on, with a stocking cap on your head. You got to get tattoos on your face like Suki. Like, oh gosh, that girl is so beautiful to me. It's so unfortunate that, you know, this is what you got to do to get to be a part of the celebrity world. And, you know, it's so unfortunate. You know, demonic. And like I said in my Tiana Taylor video, I really believe a lot of these people, they go and believing in Christ. You know, black families, we believed in Christ. We didn't play about God. You know, we did not play about God. Brought up in church, whether we wanted to go or not. When we went, I would meet up, you know, growing up in church, I would meet up with my cousins and stuff, and we would hook church. We would sit all the way in the back, and when they in the front, we would sneak out. And, you know, we 10, 11, 12, 13. But, you know, we grew up in the church. We know about God. And, you know, unfortunately, they get into the industry and realize that, you know, they don't want them to worship God. They don't want them to speak Jesus' name. I did one on Polo G. I'm saying his name right? Polo G. You know, he signed a contract where they did not want him mention nothing about Jesus. And even my live. I meant the record label. He had to speak.
Polo G record label required anybody to not say the name of Jesus.
So Polo G record label had required people where they couldn't say the name Jesus. But this is industry, guys. And like I said, I mentioned Taraji P. Henson. Beautiful. Another beautiful girl. I didn't think she was, oh my gosh, she was beautiful. But I'm just saying how beautiful she once was. And it's like now, every time you say she looking so weary and bothered and just don't look right spiritually. I'm like, what is going on with Taraji? But I have clips in my phone because I took it to do a video on this when she was talking about God and doing interviews and talking about God is my, you know, how she looked is so young and youthful and vibrant. And she talking about, yeah, I worship ancestry and whatever. It's like I turns it off. I can't. Like, what is wrong with these people? God is the only way. God is the one and only. And I even get comments all the time that say, you believe? Yes, I get comments. You believe? And I delete some. You believe in God with what you're going through? Or what? Or somebody else said some type of God you believe in. I said, I'm not even going to respond to this person because clearly they don't know the Bible. They don't know this right here. They don't know this right here. They don't know the people that went through what they went through. They don't know the Bible. So, look at, I can go down a rabbit hole with that. But before I get what I want to talk about, I will say this. I wanted to come to y'all live when a situation that never happened before happened, but that was the day of um, um, Puffy verdict being, you know, not guilty in the RICO, but he was found guilty in a lot of things. And I did a video on this. I just didn't put it out yet. I'm horrible, guys. I know with the editing. Excuse me. I will say this. Before I get started, y'all talking about ladies. I saw where Cameron, is his name Cameron? Cameron from Dipset said to that interview guy, all right, let's be truthful. How was she in the bed? How was her, whatever? Stop. Talking about y'all want to cancel him. Stop. And I feel like the ones who was doing that because they had like a crazy past, but I'm going to tell y'all something. That's how men talk. He was just saying it out loud on a podcast. That's how men talk. That's what every guy was talking about in the barbershops, at the kitchen table talk. That's what they talk. That's how they talk. So stop trying to cancel a man for being a man, having man conversations. But what I will say is my heart goes out to Cassie, and Cassie only when it comes to sex trafficking, not that Jane Doe. That Jane Doe is something vicious. I don't know, but I hear she's 50 Cent mother's baby mother. My heart goes out to Cassie, right? I understand she was young. I understand how can I put this? I'm gonna just it this way, huh? Yeah, I was going to say, I know she was manipulated. I know, she was messing with a powerful entity. And poor her, I look at it like she saw him, was gloating over him like, wow, he's so powerful. And how, even in her, because I was watching in the beginning of the trial when I was watching Armand Wiggins. In the beginning, I stopped, and no reason to him. He did a fantastic job. And like I said in one of my lives, he should write a book. Because when I tell you that guy, Armand Wiggins, he did the thing for the trial. But I stopped watching because I felt like, okay, they protecting this. This is a bunch of bull. They protecting their owns. They protecting a lot of Hollywood celebrities. But I stopped watching it. But what I was ready to say, yeah, my heart out to her, but I don't feel sorry for her because I gotta keep thinking, yes, she was young. She saw Diddy. She seen how powerful what she was talking about. When she saw him, she just seen how he was bigger than life and getting things done and just, but she played a part in it too because, and I know she tried to leave so many times. She could have left. But I think the reason why she didn't, she could have went in a protection witness program. She could have went to her mom saying, oh, yeah, because, well, yeah, I know Diddy with the government. The government is part of the Black Boule. I know all that. But I'm saying if Cassie really wanted to leave, she could have left. She would have. But this is the thing. Cassie knew that that lifestyle was going to stop instantly. Yes, he got her on drugs. He got her on drugs. I understand that. And that's another part of her attachment to him, because where's she gonna get all these drugs that she's addicted from? All that would have stopped. That fast-paced lifestyle stopped. That expensive lifestyle would have stopped. And that's what she did not want. That's what Cassie did not want. Cassie could have walked away anytime. Yes, she would have had to put up with the abuse, the harassment that he would have did with that he would have did to her. But think, she did leave him. She did leave him. She found the guy, her husband now, you know, that was once her trainer, and she walked away. So she could have walked away and walked away for good at any given moment. But she just knew that all of that lifestyle would have stopped. Cassie knew. Cassie could have walked away and she would have had to put up with that. But once she would have had to put up with that he would have did towards her. But if she would have walked away 5 years into their relationship and came publicly and said, this is what's happening, and told us the story, then Puffy would have backed off of her. Puffy backed off of her. So that's what I will say. My heart goes out to Cassie because I understand she was so young when she got into it. And she thought she was signing into a record deal. But she was signing her life, and poor thing with all the diseases she caught. And I understand now, watching Willie D, that people was coming after her because they gave, she gave them STDs. So, yeah, my heart goes out to Cassie, but I didn't want coffee, but thank you. Look.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you. You're the best, sweet. But yeah, who's the real victim? I already know. I did a short on her. She's me. She's me. I'm her. Natanya Rubin. She's the real victim. She was just going out to have fun, to party, and got shot in the face. And y'all letting a wannabe singer carried the gun. And she knew. All these celebrities, Jennifer Lopez, she knew. All these celebrities knew what happened to Natanya Rubin. Now, mind you guys, this was back before social media. So we heard about it and we watched the trial. Okay. Got acquitted. We did not know the depths of it until I watched her on the, I never forgot about her, but I watched her on the blue couch or the purple couch. She's the real victim. Q is the real victim. Dawn Rich, I hope they throw her case out. She's not a victim. She even went back to him and said, hey, can we put out another album? When can we put out another album? She's not a victim. Q is the victim. Kid Cudi is a victim. Kid Cudi dug Puffy, you evil demonic soul. That poor Doug had anxiety to the day, Kid Cudi said. Whatever he did to him or whatever he gave him. And with Diddy, you can't think but to take it. Somebody said he must have gave him something. Me, with his demonic evil ill. I said, no, what did he do to him? Like, you'd be surprised how evil these people are. And you got to understand, these celebrities with all this money, right, come into the celebrity world young. A lot of them come in young as children, where their mother's managing them, where, just young, and just get thrown all this money. They feel powerful. They don't feel like they gotta fix themselves. They don't feel like they gotta get right with God or walk a straight path. They got all these people saying yes, 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 yes to them. Do I look nice? Yes. Are these bumps showing on my face? No. Do I look? All these yes men and telling them what they want. But at the same time, they don't have to get right. They feel like they don't have to get right. So these are a bunch of messed up people with money. I did a short post and I said, watch that. I never heard of him a day in my life. He said, let's face it, Megan is a hoe. Megan is a hoe with money. Those women Don't get mad. We know. We from the hood. We from the hood. We see Megans every day. We see so many of these celebrity, I can say so many names every day, that going to the corner store, walking past them, would call them a hoe. Or would throw a drink on them. Why you throw that drink on them for nothing? That'd be a hoe. Let's face it. Stop trying to protect these demons. You know, trying to protect somebody that's in a video swallowing men with a snake. No, we was taught with snakes are evil. Snakes are demonic. And you got a whole video out swallowing men. Acting like you're a snake. That is evil. And you think she have a soul? I'm talking about Megan. We on Megan. And you think she have a soul? You know, come on, y'all. Y'all gotta wake up and free Tory Lanez. I know somebody shot in the foot, and I'm not saying she didn't, but I know somebody that got shot in the foot can't stand for a long period of time. They can't. Their feet aches. They gotta get two sizes big shoes, two sizes too big shoes. And we look at it and she wearing heels, tight shoes and all that. Like, come on. These people are messed up. These people, stop protecting these celebrities. They're demonic. They're evil. They're soulless. You know, and let's call a thing a thing. And I'm all for women empowerment. I'm all for sticking together, lifting women up, black girls up, black little girls up. I'm all for that. But let's call a thing a thing. You know, these people are, they come into Hollywood, they want this money, they want this fame, and they would do anything to get it. And it's just, I can say so much, but y'all already know how I feel about Hollywood. If you would have asked me 10 years ago or 5 years ago, 5 years ago, would you be sitting up here talking about how demonic Hollywood is and how these celebrities that we gloat over are evil and don't care nothing about us? I would have been like, you crazy. I used to fuss people out, sit and have long debates with them. Well, why you say this person is an Illuminati? Illuminati is not real. I thought the Illuminati was not real. Me. Oh, is it real? Is it real? They people are being sold every single day, and they don't care. As long as they want money. Like, why gain the whole world and lose your soul? When you shut that door every night and gotta look in the mirror at yourself, these people not happy. You don't hear, I want to cook. Let me cook. Let me cook and thank God for this award. God, I got some things I want to say to you, God. When you shut that door, you know what you had to do for that award. But y'all need to wake up. Just wake up. If you would have asked me, would I be hating the celebrity world? Don't get me wrong. There are people that I don't gloat over. I don't say, oh my gosh, I want to meet them. I gotta meet them one day, that I used to do, but I still like. And they're unfortunately in the industry. The industry is a evil entity. And you know, there are some people that I like. I don't want to meet. You know, I don't follow, but I won't, you know, like whatever they got going on. Because, okay, let's say for instance, Nicki Minaj, when I was into the celebrity world, right? I never paid Nicki because Lil' Kim was, you know, I come from an era where Lil' Kim was, and look at Lil' Kim, look how she got her face changed, and yeah, she's in my short, but I wouldn't say I like her, but I'm just saying how back then I was pulling out a hardcore album. Nicki Minaj wasn't someone that I checked for with music. I liked like 2 of her songs. But when all this was going on, when Cardi B was coming in our face and they was throwing her in our face, right? I never liked Cardi as an artist, but I just respected how she would always talk about what was going on with when it comes to black community and how unfair certain things, how they doing certain things in the black community, and she would speak up for it, and I liked it that. But I never liked it Cardi B as an artist. Yeah, she's foul. I remember she was on a toilet on live. Like, that's disgusting. Like, she's a disgusting person. But taking a step back and being away from everything and watching everything, I know they was really trying to get rid of me. They was trying hard to get rid of that girl. They tried so many times to replace Nicki Minaj. They even tried to come at us with her husband, that something happened. He was a kid. He was a kid, maybe 17, 18. Hey, that's childlike ways. You're not mature yet. And they try to put it in our face that this guy is this person. He was a kid trying to find himself. Some people find themselves take longer than others to find themselves. Now he's a grown man. They went and found that girl that happened to it. And yeah, I saw all his mugshots. Okay. He was young. Now he's older, a grown man, trying to do right and got a family. And they just put him in our face. He was this bad person. But the whole time, they had Diddy as the leader, as their leader, the leader of the Black Boule. Jonathan Odom, he talked about it. He said he's the head of the black. He's the gatekeeper in the Illuminati for the black people. It's called the Black Boule. Watch that interview. And they was trying to demonize that child at the time. He was a child, and in all the celebrity world out here being demonic. I see what they was trying to do. I see what they were trying to do to Nicki now. I understand it. They're evil. They're evil. Evil. So that's what I wanted to say about that. But what I came here to talk to y'all about, because I said Monday I was going to go, the day Diddy got found not guilty with the RICO, I was going to come on here and go live. But I said, no, yeah, it was Monday. Wasn't it Monday or Tuesday?
Last Monday.
When Diddy, because it was the same day when Diddy,
the verdict.
Yeah, the verdict came out.
It was 2 days ago, so probably like Thursday.
No, it wasn't. It was, when Diddy trial first came, because I remember it was Monday or Tuesday. So I woke up and I asked
Chat, it was on the 2nd.
Okay, on the 2nd, July 2nd. Okay, follow me now. Okay, now I took trash out, 2 big bags. Big bags. Let me tell you, my trash can ain't that little trash can with you put the white little bag in. I got a big, what gallon is that? That's like a 13-gallon trash can, right? Trash in that. Don't feel like taking that out, so that's flat. Got another 13-gallon bag out, but I had this trash. Let me tell y'all something. We eats in here, but I have been working out. God is my witness. The Bible right here, I'm touching it. Since the 1st to today, I worked out straight. So 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. It's the 5th, right? I worked out. I got up every morning and worked out. So I am really serious about it. And God is my witness. Hour. Well, yesterday, I want to take that back because I'm touching the Bible. Yesterday, I did 40 minutes. And so an hour. So I'm taking this thing seriously. But I want to say this. So I put another trash on top. Trash, because I said, okay, well, we're not gonna open that because that's the trash can is filled. So I don't feel like taking the trash out yet. Let me put the trash inside of the new trash bag. And it was like 2 boxes that I broke down from Amazon. Nothing, just boxes that I ordered and I broke it down. I set the trash out. My trash run on Fridays. So my trash run would have ran yesterday. But yesterday was the 4th of July. So, being as though it was the 4th of July, today they ran. But put my trash out the day before the trial, right? So it was on the 1st. I put it, and it's on my back camera that is there. It's showing, you can see it. The last I see that trash was, so I finally took 2 bags of trash out. One is sitting inside the trash can and one is sitting on top of that trash. So the top can't even close. And I know, I said, yeah, it's gonna be out here all week. Okay, yeah. I just didn't want it in my house, right? The house. So I took the trash out. My camera shows it's on. My camera shows it. Every time I go to my camera, it shows it. At 10 o'clock, at 5 o'clock a.m., 5 o'clock a.m. was the last time it showed it. I looked out the back, my trash was gone. Left, right, y'all know me. My newcomers, I don't play about that man above. If I'm touching this, but I believe, I don't play about him. My trash was gone. I said, I looked on my phone. I'm on my daughter phone now. I looked on my phone. I seen where it was last showing the trash sitting on top of, the trash can, 2 bags, the trash can open. 5 a.m. From 5 a.m. to 10 a.m., nothing. And I can go and show my camera, like play back my camera, it shows nothing. 10 a.m. is gone. Where my trash at? Why my trash gone, right? Called 311. Hey, gave my address. Did y'all come get trash? Oh, trash, my trash don't run till Friday. And again, I always do it. I can put trash out, have it sitting on the top of each other, and it stays like that. It stays like that until Friday. They looked, they said, what's your address? Gave my address. No trash ran. And the lady on the other line, not knowing what's going on, she said, but girl, be happy you got free trash. Be happy your trash ain't in it, it's gone. Be happy of that. I'm like, okay, yeah. I laughed it off. Yeah, okay. They took my trash. I sat and I thought, this never happened before. This never happened before. Why did they take my trash? Guys, remember I was on live and I was talking about this and I said it's nets everywhere. Those demonic souls. What did y'all think? They watch me. I know they watching. What did y'all really think was in my trash can? Please tell me. It's hot. When it's hot and you don't take trash out, nets are going to come. I said, see, and I was really upset. Really upset. If I would have went live then, I would have, that's you giving them them hearts. Oh, for real. Someone just gave me a heart. Oh, thank y'all. Thanks. Sister's going through. Well, no, I'm not claiming that. No, I'm not. And y'all can see I'm not. But I talked about this because I was like, never happened before. Who came and took my trash? And the crazy thing, it don't show. So either they turned off my electricity because it stopped like at 5 a.m. I was asleep. So either they turned off my electricity, got it, where my camera stopped working because you got to plug it in, or they have ties with this camera company. Don't show. It literally, y'all know. I swear to y'all. God. I talk to him a lot. Guys. And if I would have came to y'all on that, they would have been crying because I was really upset, really frustrated. Like they going in my trash. It never happened before. And I said, well, God, why? And he gave it to me. Remember when you was talking about nets all in your home? Then you took 2 big bags of trash. Like this was 2 big, 13-gallon trash can I got in my house. Because we order out a lot. Well, I don't, and my family just recently stopped ordering out, but My brothers come over, he have stuff and, you know, throw it away. But again, I will say, and they know, the ones who watch me, y'all know we don't order out because you just can't, you know, what I'm going through, I just can't no more. And yes, I still pop in restaurants, but like they don't know when I'm going to. But they can hear when I'm ordering. My phone, let me tell y'all something. When I tell y'all my phone is being shared all the time. They just shared up. So you see this time? See this? Wait, let me pull it up. You see that? This when I'm pulling it up, right, unlock it. So they just went on my phone at 11:42. So I'm always, you see how I got two different screens, and when I ask Google, that means your phone is being shared. When you see another time, another bar, like my phone right now is not even charged. But when I hit this, wait a minute. See, you see it's not even charged like that. But when I hit this, you can see they went in it when it got charged. Did they take that off? It's not showing no more. But did y'all see it though? That's why I said they watching me. They watching me. I was showing the viewers how my phone gets shared a lot. And you know how I showed you, I said, when that black bar, you said, how you know? Because I said, why do my phone showing one bar charge, but when I get ready to lock it, it show my screen is being monitored, my screen is being shared. Somebody is watching and it's gone. It literally, every time I go and pull up, you'll be able to see when they came on my phone. But y'all already saw it, and I will make this into a short. So, yeah, I know. Let me tell you, I know I'm being watched carefully. So, yeah. So I just showed y'all how my phone look when my phone is being shared. So y'all saw it. When I do it now, it took it off. It's not even on anymore. That is crazy. And I can do it. I can sit here and do it all day long. I can sit here and do it all day and see, oh, they watching everything I do. Oh, they are. So I know I'm being watched. And at this point, I really believe that they just got the trash, right? At this point, the people that I wrote, the big officials that I had wrote, the big entities that I wrote, they know because I talked to y'all about it, right? They know, and at this point, they trying to find something. Why she took 2 big trash bags out? Why she got nets in her house? Come on, only a evil thinker, only a demonic soul would think of. The last thing I would think that is something in their deed. Like, come on. Like, this is what I gotta go through. And then you think like, okay, she's out, she's boisterous now, right? She's telling her story, she's showing her story. Why they won't stop? Guys, because mind control. Do you know this is a part of mind control? You know they ain't investigating me because they just bluntly they throwing things in my they doing things intentionally. Like yesterday, if God is my witness, Heavenly Father, Lord God, you know I sit here to my viewers and I'm not telling them no lie. Lord God, you know that they followed me all day yesterday. All day yesterday. Now, mind you, yesterday was the 4th of July for the forever. I made sure I came in the house at 7 o'clock. No, I wasn't all over Baltimore. I'd be in Baltimore no more. And I had to move like this because I can't, I don't know who is this. They, before I can be on the news somewhere. Well, she was in Baltimore City in the grimy parts of Baltimore and this what happened. So, yes, I'm moving carefully. I goes out in the county. I do things. I went to Walmart yesterday at 10 a.m.-ish morning. They was there. I had to record on my daughter's phone because I got so much footage. When I get a lot of footage on my phone, I gotta downloaded to the computer, to a little chip. So I couldn't record on my phone, but I'm gonna come on tomorrow, Lord's willing. I'm gonna come on tomorrow. I got literally from the time I came outside. Now I will say again, they don't come around in the morning time. Like right now, they probably, it's going on 1 o'clock. They probably would have already did like 5-6 circles around my home by now. They don't do that no more. So like yesterday, I was driving to Walmart. They met me like hit on. I saw them like on the highway up in the air, and then they just followed me there. I got them there, got them coming across me through in Walmart parking lot, county guys. I went and got my brother from his girlfriend house, the one who just came home. They there, and mind you, he don't know what's going on. I didn't tell him it. Like I said, a lot of my brothers don't know. So he said, "Well, why are you recording the helicopter? Why?" He said, "Why are you recording the helicopter?" He said, "What you doing that for? They not over here. They over there." But I was recording. They was going around in circles, going around in circles. This. Let me take a sip. I'll drink it. So they was going around in circles from a distance. Then my mom called me and said, "Hey, stop and get me a soda," because I was taking my brother over my cousin house. My cousin had a cookout, and you know, this is first cookout in 20 some years, so he wanted to go over there. I took him over there, which is a male cousin. They seen I didn't go in. I'm like, "Look, stay here for 5 minutes. If you feel out the crowd, if you want to stay, I'll come back and get you. But I'm not staying, for a long time." So I stayed outside for 5 minutes, didn't go in. But what I was going to say, my mother called me and said, "Hey, bring me y'all know it was the 4th of July, nothing open." So I had to go to a bar. I'm like, "Oh my goodness." And they watching me, right? They watching me. They watch me go in the bar and get my mom soda. So what I'm trying to say is they was the whole time. Literally, I got footage from 10 o'clock all across Baltimore City, Baltimore County, all different parts. And I will show y'all tomorrow. And y'all know it's going to say, I'm not lying, it's going to say the 4th of July. So literally when I came in the house, and my brother, I told my brother, "Look, you got to go back early today because this is my first time. I just don't, well, the last few years I have been coming in the house early, right?" I said, "I do not want to be out after 7 because, I just didn't. Because with the fireworks and stuff, I just didn't want, I'm moving so carefully." So I took them there. They followed me there. And so what I'm trying to get to, when I went and picked him up from his girlfriend's house, we stopped at the bar. I was recording all that. When I rode with them home, he lived all the way on the west side, going towards Park Heights. If you're from Baltimore, I'm on Harford Road. He in Park Heights, so from here to there, they following me. But he jamming some music. He don't know what's going on. He looking straight ahead. So I'm seeing him and I'm playing it cool. Like, okay, I can't pick up the phone because then he gonna know something. So I did call them there. But as soon as I dropped him off, I picked up my phone and started driving, recording them. They followed me all the way back. And I said, "Well, wait a minute. They never, remember I told y'all they stopped doing it. They was just coming in and out. They were just coming in and out. For instance, if I dropped my brother off, would just sweep through me real quick, like really fast. Like, so they wasn't following along. Yesterday was the first time they was following along. What I think is that short I did with that white girl talking about how wicked and corrupted the government is and always been. I think that's what pissed them off. Because when I tell you, God is my witness, they was so low. They was low to the point of people that was riding. I remember yesterday when I came home, when I dropped my brother off, I was going through areas that I wasn't used to going through. Like I was just taking them on a ride, right? So I went through small neighborhoods, people outside, cooking out. Everybody was looking at me and looking at the helicopter. They knew they was following me. That's how low they were. They knew they was following me. Like, that girl, that was their conversation at the cookout. They was like, one of those type of things. So That's how low they was, and I really believe it was that short that I did when I put that girl saying how the government, you know, is other civilization that they're hiding and all of that stuff and mind control. She said all this, and I really believe they was pissed I put that out. And again, guys, to all my new viewers, don't think that's coming in, don't think that they are following me, because I always been this type of person. When I was just, if y'all watch my live 10-10-24, nothing like that. That's why I titled it, I thought I knew, but I have no idea. You know, I was learning about my history, but I never dived deep into this aspect at all until, you know, this harassment. And I just want to know who it is. I want to know who it is. If we can start from who it is. I know it's the government. You know, like I said, the government got footage of literally brown helicopters with the yellow United States. Like, I lied to y'all not. God is my witness. I'm tapping the Bible right now. I would not lie to y'all. I have footages of it, but no, I'm telling people, meet with me. Please help me. Just, I'll show y'all the foot. I don't have to, I don't have to, I don't have to record nothing else for the rest of the year. For the rest of, I can just say I'm done with it. I'm not lifting up my phone anymore. I'm enjoying the scenery. I'm not looking at them record, you know. I record them while they record me. I have so much proof. Nobody want to reach out. I like I said, I just want to know who it is. I know it's the government. I know the government in Hollywood. But I said all the time, it did not start until my back and forth with a certain celebrity. Again, I'm not saying that this person is behind it. I will say whether they all look out for each other, they all in one big cahoots. I did a video with Tidal. Why is Tidal monitoring? Like, what is it they was from my phone? If y'all new comments, y'all can watch that. I just don't know who it is. I will say I'm almost at 2,000 subscribers. And I told y'all, and I thank y'all, and I told y'all, once I get to 2,000 subscribers, I'll tell y'all that other part. And it's nothing bad. It's nothing bad. It's just, it would make sense for that Tidal video, if that makes sense. And so, yeah, let's say that. And it's nothing bad. I haven't harassed anyone, not a Chris fan, none of that. And matter of fact, when I come to y'all, Lord's willing, tomorrow, to show y'all the 4th of July footage from the beginning to the end. To all the ones who saying, oh, you in Baltimore City. Nothing, no parts of, a lot of my footage is even in Baltimore, and some footage is all, but you're going to see that, yeah. And I think, because y'all know that this is happening with me. Nobody, the ones who come in due to doubting, I know it's the government. I know it's the celebrity world, because they sound evil. Their comments are just evil, right? Hateful. So I know it's not us regular people who's doing these comments. I just plead the blood. I please the blood. So tomorrow, I need to tell you, because I don't want y'all to think that, well, what happened with Rock Nation, and what happened with, you know, something happened. She harassing them. So I want to tell y'all that part, so y'all can understand, and it can have like y'all can kind of like understand, right? If that makes sense. So it's another part that I was keeping in, and when y'all see it, y'all gonna be like, oh wow, yeah, she right, it wasn't nothing. But you just gonna see how all of them work together, and how all of them is demons and demonic, and and it'll bring everything together. The Tidal video, to understand, and I don't know who did it. If that part didn't happen, I would have had focus on that one person, you know, demonic, yo. I call it demonic, y'all. But y'all know what I'm talking about. I just don't like saying names because for me, certain demons, right? Certain people who are evil, right? Who, y'all know, I even before all this, I used to come on Twitter. If y'all hear from my Twitter, I used to say, everything that glitters is not gold. Everything that shine is not diamonds. I was saying that from day one. So, I always seen through this person when I start like doing my research, like, oh, this is not a good person. Even somebody who sleep around with a lot of people and don't know who they want to be, say they just open to anything. If they in love with a trans, they'll mess with a trans. If they in love with a man, they'll mess with a man. If they in love with a girl, they'll mess with a girl. I even seen on my timeline her and Cassie kissing. I said, now what the hell is going on my timeline? I don't check for these people. Like it's on my show. They was kissing a few when Cassie was in a relationship with Diddy. I said, now what is this? Ew. So this goes to show how all of them work together. And this is why I say Cassie is not innocent. Punching, Cassie kissing, y'all know who. Y'all know who. This is why I'm here. This is why my eyes are open to, you see it. You punching in. Oh, you just listen to my story. Yeah, girl, I had this on my timeline. Look, well, I was into the Diddy trial at that time, and they was kissing on the lips. Google it. Go on YouTube. Cassie kissing, y'all know who. On it, y'all. And y'all will see them kids. That's why I said she's not innocent. She loved it, that lifestyle. My heart goes out to her. Oh gosh, heart goes out to her. But Cassie is not innocent in all this. So yeah. Yeah, and they all work together. They all work together. All so they all demonic. So I said if it wasn't for that other part and that other part didn't happen that I never came to y'all, told y'all about, but if y'all watch my live 10/10/24, thought I knew, but I had no idea. Y'all seen where I was holding something. I'm going to tell y'all the other part tomorrow. But before I say that, before I forget what I was going to say, so I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, and I also want to say this to the big officials that are watching. It's showing 10 people are on, but I know it's way more than 10 people because I forgot, like I said in my last live, a lot of the new subscribers came from me writing these letters. This is why I had, oh, it's showing me 10. But I know it's more than 10, and I know it's more than the 17 you say. But to all y'all that's watching, to comments, and to the officials, big officials, like saying, oh, this black girl, the government is after, like, I will say this. One, I was not talking like this. This was a part of me that I just started doing research on, just discovering, like, the government and how they are. I always knew, you always heard that they didn't like, black people, but like now, no, they don't like their own citizens. They don't their own Americans. They are, the American government is corrupt. American government is evil. They are part of the Black Boule, and like I said, I never was talking like this until I started doing my research. They the government fund these industry plants. They fund these record companies, these production companies. They the ones who are funding, these people are getting their money from them. So yes, they work closely with each other. I will let y'all know this wasn't my talk. You can watch my old videos. I was always one of those ones that thought I knew it all. That's why I thought I knew, but I had here. I loved the celebrity world. I just being on Twitter, seeing, now I realize that they all was following me, but just from fake pages, but just seeing, a tweet of a celebrity, I'm like, I just at that time felt like I was just that close with them. Like, day I just saw, I just was that girl. You got to watch my old lives to understand why. I don't want to get into all that, but I will say this. So I'm telling and then I'm getting ready to end this. So I'm telling everybody to go on my, to watch my live, watch my 10/10/24. I thought I knew, but I had no idea. Watch my documentary. Those clips are old clips. These clips that I showed y'all just randomly posted on, I'm here on YouTube, it's clips from this year. So y'all know it's footage. I got so much footage. So I will say this. I was talking about in the 10/10/24, my channel. Y'all see, y'all, I'm sure y'all went on there because every time I go in there, they have, it has like a lot of new subscribers. I haven't went on there in a while. I mean, I haven't used it in a while. I'm always going on there. If you know my story, you know that I made that page for a brother of mine's, not the one that just came home. I'm talking about giving it to the one that just came home, because the one that was home that said that that's what he wanted to do. He did one video and then just not helped him edit that video. He did a video and I edited and I put it out, but he not really into it. I'm not running from that channel. You know, that channel was his idea. I put it together. I'm proud of that channel. It's about, y'all can go in there and watch. It's about guys in Baltimore City rapping. Nothing to hide about that channel. No one on there I know. They know that. Y'all that's watching know that. No one on there I know. I just have a love for black guys. If I can do anything, and it was a good feeling too, just posting their content. And I will say this, y'all stop saying that rap music is causing, is the cause of so many black guys killing each other. Stop it. Stop it. It's not. I was raised up on, I was just working out listening to Naughty by Nature. Everything's gonna be all right. Me and my brothers used to sing that song to the top of our lungs. We felt that. Or Love's Gonna Get You. You know, it's some songs that used to come on the jukebox that me and my brothers used to sing to the top of our lungs. You know, Naughty by Nature. I was one who never had and always mad. Never knew my dad. You know, what? That singing songs like that, and you know, I'm gonna tell you about the black community singing songs like that, and just it releases. It makes you, for me, it makes me feel better. Me and my brothers used to sing those songs to the top of lungs, and we would feel so good. We felt it. You know, and even one of the guys from here, Baltimore, he lives in Cherry Hill. I love that song. When he said, sleeping head to feet. Sleeping. What did it say? Yeah, I remember sleeping with my brother's head to feet. Like what? Like it just shows me like this is even in the inner cities of America is just a rotating cycle. Like this kid that's like 19 sung that, and it's like, no, this is what we did. Even not only me, but everybody in my projects only had 2 bedrooms. 3, the mother of course had the main bed, and then 5, 6 siblings and all sleeping in one room, you know, and I'm that only girl sleeping, you know, sleeping at the top with my brother, and then, well, one of them, because I just always slept with him, because he, the one who just came home, he just was like that, the protector of it all. Remember I told y'all one of my lives, my mother got him to do everything, so we looked up to him for everything. And I used to wake him up, 5, 6 years old, I gotta pee. Now, mind you, being a project, the bathroom, we can look at the toilet, might as well say right next to our bed. And he used to get up and walk me to the bathroom, like in the middle of his sleep. You know, I'm 5, 6, and he 10. This is beautiful, beautiful. But I will say, none of that hardcore music is what got these, is not having these people go to jail. NWA, you know, we was, Bob Marley, my daughter said the famous Bob Marley said, if something can corrupt you, that means you were a corrupt person already. It's no that I could listen to with rap music, and I don't listen to those type of songs, but the hardcore songs, even you go on Baltimore Live, I posted a lot of these hardcore songs, can sing them to the top of my lungs. That don't mean I want to go out and shoot somebody for anything. It make me feel good playing it. I used to play it before I walked in for work. Had a beautiful day, I don't think no, because they would have the window open, so they would have hollered through the window. Brother coming over today, spend time with my mother, one of my brothers. But so stop. Everybody in the hood that I know that did time and came home, I asked them, if you ask them why did you do that? Why did you pull that trigger? And I will say none of my brothers killed nobody. None of my nephews killed nobody. None of those rappers on there are my nephew. My nephews don't even know none of them. They are fans of a few of them. But so it's the type of world that, my nephews are good kids, and they know that the government that's watching me closely knows that. But I will say everybody you ask that did time in jail, they will say from a woman, protecting my mom, me protecting my sister, my girlfriend. My girlfriend had me go out here and commit crime because she told me she broke and she ain't had no food, and pressuring me, or childhood trauma. Those are the only two. And a lot of them, one, because I used to go and see my brother a lot in family days, through the 20 years. Let me tell you, I did that bid with him. We all did. But when I used to go see him on family day, I was that girl who used to get up from, because there used to be so many of us. I would go and around other people. That's just me. I just had that relationship with men. I would go and sit at the table. Hi, what's your name? What you in here for? Childhood trauma was the biggest number one thing. I was a child. I didn't know no better. My anger, fatherless, my mom pressuring me. That's it. No music. So I'm so tired of the narrative music. And let's look at this. Let's look at it like this. A lot of these people that we singing today, they don't even live that life. I never was a fan of Plies, but Plies never even lived that life. He was telling the story of his brother. Let's look at 50 Cent. I never was a fan of 50 Cent, but now I knew I didn't like him for something. Oh, you know what? That just made me think. Remember I said it wasn't nobody that on Twitter that I used to mean to. I was unfriendly to 50 Cent. It just dawned on me. But I apologize, 50 Cent. If somebody know 50 Cent, I know a lot of celebrities watching. Tell 50 Cent I apologize. I get it. But the reason why so his music I never liked. So for some reason when he first came on the scene, I was like, everybody was, many men and all the girls loved him, his physique, his looks, everybody loved 50 Cent. And I never could get with 50 Cent. I'm just not feeling him. It's just something about him and his music, even in the club, when I did in the club, and just never got me moving. So I just never was a fan of 50 Cent. But what made me dislike 50 Cent, because one day he was in the airport. Well, I used to always see him this when I used to follow the celebrity world, and I used to follow him, and he used to always clown black women and joke them and post them on his page. And I said, and I just didn't like that. I said, this man really hate black women. And then when he was going through the airport, we all know that story. And oh my goodness, when I seen that, I let him have it. I was tweeting him, oh, I can't stand you, and that. I apologize. I like 50 Cent. Don't want to meet him. Don't like his music. I like 50 Cent. I like the trolling. But I will say, because I used to add him. Right? I will say, and I forgot all about that. I will say he never gave me a time of the day. And I think he was, no, I added people, but he was the only one. Let me think now, because I forgot all about 50. He was the only one that I used to say, I don't like you. I don't like the person that you are. And 50 Cent is really, and the reason why like I told you, I didn't like him because it was just, I didn't like the how he used to just beat on black women cases. But after I used to do that and tell him why I don't like him, he stopped. He stopped. He stopped. So I apologize, 50 Cent. I get it now. I understand the trolling and stuff. Not with us black women, because he don't do that no more, and I'm never gonna understand it. But I like 50 Cent. Y'all know where I'm going with it. Yeah, keep trolling them demons. Keep trolling them. Um, but yeah, so I was getting ready to say, you know, maybe that's, I just seen straight through because his first baby mother came out and said, you know, with his real name, he never was fixing. I think his real name was, his nickname in the hood was Boo Boo and all that. But I mean, hey, what I'm saying is a lot of these rappers that talk this music, it's just music is what I'm trying to say. So nothing on Baltimore Live that I feel bad about. I'm proud of that channel. I'm going to keep it going. It wasn't never mine to begin with. It was a brother of mine, and he supposed to took it and ran with it. I said, I can even, you know, contact these people and set up, you know, interviews so you can interview them. Like, if this is what you want to do, I can, you know, help you. But it just fell from, you know, he didn't go on with it. So the one who just came home, I want him with the channel. But no, so I will say that I'm telling, you know, everybody to watch my 10/10/24, and I do talk about Baltimore Live. I'm not ashamed of that channel. Nothing they know is nothing connected with me. I don't know any of them. I just like supporting black men because I just know the struggle. I know they're unheard. I know they're not seen. You know, you got, you know, and these guys that's trying to do something great and not even saying they trying to make it out the hood or trying to be successful or get a record deal. A lot of these guys are streaming on their own and doing it on their own. It's just, I know for them to go inside of a booth and to rap those lyrics that I even be feeling. You know, I remember sleeping, hit the with my brother. You know, I know those lyrics. Or you know, when one guy, I just love those. I get it. And when they go in those booths, I know they feel so much better. I know it's just like a hobby for them. Like, it releases, I know they feel so much lighter. So I support them. I support anybody who's doing the right thing, who just, you know, and a lot of them work. A lot of these kids work. When I used to follow them before they started harassing me on that page, when I used to follow a lot of them on Instagram, I had a Baltimore Live Instagram. And if y'all know my story, that's why I stopped. That's why I got rid of that live, that Instagram, but I kept the YouTube part out. But they were harassing me there. They would, you know, go to work. They would show themselves at work. It was just, they say, okay, some of them would say, I got my paycheck. I got enough money to go to the studio. These are good kids. A lot of these kids are good kids. I'm not saying all of them, but a lot of these guys are good kids. But my point I'm trying to make is music, hardcore music is not sending our black boys to jail. I've never heard a black boy who say, okay, I just heard this hardcore. This guy said, I'm spinning the bin. I spent the block. I'm go out here and hurt somebody. No, it's from their trauma. They don't know how to deal with their temper. They don't know how to deal with pressure. You know, just being broke. I'm going out here and raw. So everybody I met during those years, and I've been to a lot of family days. A lot of them is all because of childhood trauma. I've not met one person that was locked up and said, oh, I was just so hardcore, I was just NWA, and I said I'm gonna go out here and hurt something. No. And these were scarred people in the beginning. Nothing, you will not hear nothing about music. So I'm going to keep on supporting these black boys who want to, you know, I gave a chance to my brother, but of course I'm going to help him. That's doing something constructive. Releasing their fush, even if they not doing something constructive and they out here, you know, want to be on a corner or smoking weed or whatever the case. That's something that they got to deal with, that they, you know, if they get caught. But a lot of these are that be stress relievers. That be stress relievers for them. Because like I said, when I'm singing to the top of my lung these hardcore songs, I feel relieved and much better. So I'm not trying to get away from that channel. No, I am not. I don't know what made me say that, but I forgot all about it, but it needed to be said. Yeah, but yeah, y'all can go and follow that channel if y'all want. And I think this brother, I think he gonna do something with it, because when I tell you, oh my goodness, he is just not. He is just he's something. This one is something. Um, yeah, he's something. I think he gonna do something with the channel. I told him, but he said he don't want to. He don't want to go that route, and I said, well, it's fine, whatever you do. Is over 1,000 followers. He said he want to sit and talk about some things, trauma and childhood trauma, and that's what he want to talk about. So yeah, I'm not running away from that channel. I started that channel. Yes, I started it for my brother, but I started it, and the reason why I left it was because like I said, I started an Instagram. They was messing with me on Instagram. I'm doing, like I told y'all in my live in the beginning, this was in 10/10/24, so y'all know I'm not lying. Pages that look just like me, AI page look just like me, was following me, saying Nina Simone, black, like, because Nina Simone is a picture I had on my Twitter. Like it was just too much, and then I just was like, you know what? So yeah, that's why I went away. And I was thinking about White Boy, and a few months ago, and that's when I post White Boy. You gotta go in there and watch the last short. Did was a great, respectful kid. These boys are just, and I don't care. I'm that type of girl. I can look at my brothers. My brothers are 52. The ones that grew up with me, the twin brothers, just turned 52. When I look at them, I still see the little kid in them. I don't know why. I don't know why. I look at these boys that's on here talking about smoking weed and banging, sleeping with girls and showing their gun. I see them as little snotty nosed kids. That's just me. I don't know why. I think they just like, I be like, oh, look at these, so cute. Like my brother's grown men, and I still look at them like. And for my therapist years ago, my therapist told me that is because, and I'm ready to get off here because I feel myself getting ready to cry. That's because I wish I can go back and pull them out of their situation when we were kids. And I was going through it too, but of course they were guys, so they had it like really bad. And whew, I'm not crying. I'm not gonna shed a tear, but bless to my brothers. Blessings to my brothers, man. Blessings to my nephews. Blessings to y'all. Blessings to the United States of America and demonic souls. God is going to fight my battles. I'm not going to give in. I'm not going to give up. I'll be on live tomorrow with y'all to talk to y'all, so it's only fair to bring the whole story together so y'all will understand, because I don't want y'all to, because the only reason, because I don't want y'all to keep thinking, oh, she was harassing somebody. That's what they brought the government, so y'all can understand everything. Y'all can be like, okay, so yeah, I see why she just don't know who it is. Yeah. So that's what I really wanted to come to y'all about, to talk to y'all about the trash. They even took my trash stuff. I hope y'all got the itch. I hope y'all just start itching from my trash and just itching and I was going to say take it home to y'all families, but that's me. God forgive me. Even though I didn't say it, but that's what I was going to say. But yeah, they went my hands, but like I said, that was my fault because I was talking about this in my house and evil. And see, this is how you know I live a peaceful life, because I did not even think, oh, somebody gonna think Like, you gotta think, why they take my trash? Why did they take my trash? Only because they thought it was, oh, she got nuts in the house. She got these two big trash. Get our trash. Because you know they do circles around my house with the helicopters. So they seen those two big trash. We're going to get her trash. My trash don't run until Fridays. They came today because, you know, day after 4th of July. And also, my brother came in and brought a big box too. That same day I went live, he came in and brought a big box. I'm gonna show y'all what's in that box because they saw that too. Let me show y'all what's in that box, and then I'm ready to go. I'm gonna show y'all what's in that box. They saw my brother bring a box. This is in a box. This all is in a box that my brother bought. Y'all see that? That's all in this box. The same day I went live. So that's what they probably said, okay, why he brought that? What's that big box? And then I'm taking out stuff. So that's all that was. And that's all that was. So yeah, guys. And they took my trash. So I just wanted to come talk to y'all about that because they never did that. So they didn't get nothing. And at this point, they just trying to find stuff. Okay, we want something. All right, guys. I see you tomorrow. Lord's will. See y'all.